right, well, good morning. I found the coolest free resources and full curriculums for you, and I wanted to share that with you. So let's talk about products of the day. I always do products of the day first. I have 3 awesome resources you can get at the library, plus a cool game. And the game is Pretend You're Sleeping. So it was actually called something else, but I changed it because it sounds a little aggressive. So pretend you're sleeping. So the child lays down and you lay on top of them and you pretend you're asleep and they have to get you off. Or vice versa, they lay on top of you and pretend that they're asleep and you have to get them off. And the last free game is that they sit on a blanket and you pull them around. You pull them around the room while they're on the blanket. Okay, so the books I want to talk to you about, look at this. This is A Child's Introduction to Art. So it's got the artist over here, it's got the picture over here. I do this for breakfast books, as you know. You only have to read that small part if you have little kids. Just that small part, and it talks about the picture. Same with, here's another one, you would just read up there. If you didn't want, this is about the artist, you could read the whole thing. Anyway, it's available at the library, and you're able to grab it. Next one is, check this out, When on Earth. Also, every library has this, so I chose books that pretty much every library has. So, and it talks about just different time periods in history. Different time periods in history, so it's kind of cool. I like that it has the paths they took. Like when you go back, see, look at this one. It's got the paths that they took. So for different, this is for slavery, but it's got like the Viking paths they took and things like that. And lastly is an amazing book that every library seems to have, written by a teacher and an artist. Pick a country. This one has 66 countries. This is Spain, and it's got the food they like to eat in Spain. It's got the popular animals there. It's got the main languages that are spoken. It has the main, I guess, the features of that particular place. So I think, and it's got the population, of course. So a little busy, but definitely a great resource. Okay, so I'm gonna go through the list. I believe I have 12, maybe even 13 free curricula and materials. And these are like the best of the best, because I know there's a lot of free materials out there, but these are what I think are the best of the best. So number 1 is for middle school, and it is Mr. Q's Science. So around any time grade 3 and up, it is essentially, he's a high school teacher who has created 5 different curriculums, at least 5, to cover the 5 different areas of science, and it's everything that you need to know by the time you hit high school. And the free unit that he offers is the biology, the life sciences one is free. And so it's a full curriculum. And again, it starts anywhere from grade 3 and up. So that is Mr. Q's. And next we have the Aquaponics. So there's an Aquaponics program. Aquaponics is when fish poop in a bucket, and then you filter that out. You filter everything out, and then you just take the water and the nutrients from the fish, and you put it and you cycle it through, and it grows a ton of fruits and vegetables and a ton of plants. So that is, my husband and I we're building an aquaponics farm, if you will, but just for our family. And so I happened to stumble upon this curriculum, a full curriculum from grade K through 8. Next up is Core Knowledge. Core Knowledge, I was surprised, I hadn't heard of them before, and a really great viewer told me about them. And Core Knowledge has, my favorite is the curriculum lesson, but what it is it was actually created for currently educated students. So students that are in the school system that maybe might be lacking knowledge or missing something that they haven't learned in school or they haven't picked it up. So Core Knowledge created a bunch of curriculums that are available for free to parents that they can use. So as a homeschooler, you can use them as well. And I've looked at the geography one, and it's pretty cool. Guest Hollow, as a side note, has a really cool geography program. I'll attach that video at the end. And it's under 35 bucks, and it's K through 6, and it's a pretty great program as well. All right, my favorite on this list, well, Mr. Q is also a favorite, but, well, I guess I like them all, but is one of my favorites on the list is up next, and that is the Architect program. It is K through 8. I have done it with my children, and I love it. I'll attach the video at the end if you want to see inside. It's got different levels, I guess about 6 weeks work for each grade level. And it's created by the Michigan Association of Architects. All right, next up is for middle school. It is the Janice Van Cleves books. You can get them at the library, and what they are, there's a science one, there's a math one, and it's basically everything you need to know inside this book, but it's almost like it's a full curriculum in a way, if you will, which reminds me and brings me to, I'm gonna show it to you on the screen. There's this book, and it's called Math Stories 1. You can't really get it, like you can get the version I'm showing you for free, it's online, but to get it in person, you can't really get it because it's 108 pages. It was created in 1939, and it's math stories. So it's a math curriculum for kindergarten and grade 1. And it's just told through stories. So it's pretty cool. And it's got questions and stuff at the end of each story. OEM history. If you want a great history curriculum, it's especially great for high schoolers, is the OEM history. So I'll leave that link to you, and it's got videos. I mean, it's got a lot of cool stuff on there that you can just go and access as soon as you make an account for free at no additional cost. It is done almost like a lot of these companies that create this, it's done as, that's like their charity that they do. You know, that's how they help people. That's their philanthropy, if you will. And OEM is one of those. Okay, another science. Let's talk mystery science. Mystery science is $1,000 a year. So it's like, it's super pricey, but everyone can sign up. And so whatever month you sign up in, you get it free until June. So say you sign up in July, you get it free for all the months until June the following year. And what it is it's basically a ton of cool videos on different science topics for little kids. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you about Creative Fabricat for $2.99, and I haven't found that online, so I'll put the link down in the description. It's my code, and I think I get, I don't know, 20%, but it's $2.99 for the entire year. So I don't know, a few pennies, I'm not sure. But it has a bunch of resources for science for all the different grades, because this is a teacher thing, and you can download 265, for the $2.99 a year, you can download 265 packages of worksheets. So whether it's math, whether it's, you know, the alphabet, whatever grade you're working on and whatever topic you're on. And I've even managed to look up like habitats and ecosystems for different grade levels. They also have really cool stuff for seasonal. So Halloween and Valentine's Day and Christmas and things like that. They got a lot of fun packages that you can download as well, included in the $2.99 a year. Let's talk the library. We're back to the library again. I love the library. I go there all the time. Everyone knows, well, I go there once a week. And what they have is if you Google or search in the library system and you put in grade 2 curriculum, or no, you'd have to put in like grade 2 math, grade 2 science, grade 1 math. Curriculum will pop up and you can get it at the library. So they do have actual curriculum books there that you can take out of the library. All right, let's talk about my 9-week prehistory program that I think I'm gonna sell for about $7, and it includes your instructor manual and the student manuals as well. Everything is in there. You don't need anything else outside of that curriculum in order to teach prehistory, and it is a 9-week program. I'm not done it yet, but it's so much fun working on it, and I've looked through so much curriculum because I review curriculum that I think that I'm on the right track for what people wanna see in a good curriculum. And one of the things is that you want a curriculum that's low cost, but that you don't have to go out and search for additional materials. You can if you want, so it's got added suggestions there, but you don't have to. If you only want to just do the information that's in the book, it's got the most important information for each time period during prehistory, which prehistory is anything before the written word was created. Okay, let's talk Miniature Masterminds. Miniature Masterminds is pretty cool. It has, I don't know, I'm gonna provide a link to it, plus the link of another one that I found, a full grade, was it a grade 1 curriculum or a kindergarten curriculum? A couple different full curriculums that I'm gonna put the link on as well, where all the links can be found, which is in the description, but essentially if you just go to homeschoolmaterials.blog, you'll see under free, and click under free, I'm gonna list all the curriculums there. All these, you'll be able to access all of these from there. And lastly, of course, how can we not talk about The Good and the Beautiful? The Good and the Beautiful, you can go and download their curriculums for free, but everyone knows that, but I wanted to include it on the list just in case, because honestly, when I started, I bought the curriculums. I did not know that you could download it for free. Even though I was there on the website for some odd reason, I just wasn't paying attention and I didn't know. All right, well, I hope that I sped through that pretty quickly, but I didn't want to bore you. I hope you like it. I hope you consider subscribing to my channel, because I'd like to get to 500 subscribers in the next year. Would be great. And I hope you have a great day. Au revoir. Can you say please like and subscribe?
Please like to like.
And hit the bell for notifications.
Hit the bell for notifications.